Chief Minister Nongtomba Birane says BJP ticket was allotted to those who make efforts to save BJP-led government. Christian community in Manipur stages protest demonstration against scheduling of election date on Sunday. Manipur adds 148 new COVID-19 cases and 3 deaths in past 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 9.46%. And India's Delhi COVID tally came down below 1 lakh with over 83,000 new cases, over 1,99,000 recoveries reported in 24 hours. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin and I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM with you. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance from one another. Please remember that the fight against the COVID-19 is not over yet. Now, the news in details. Flag hoisting ceremony for Sagolban Assembly Constituency BJP candidate R.K. Imo was held at his residence at Sagolban Mabudo Mantri Lekai today. Many supporters of R.K. Imo attended the event held at his residence. Speaking at the event held at Sagolban Mabudo Mantri Lekai Community Hall after flag hoisting ceremony, Chief Minister Nongtomba Birane said BJP ticket was not allotted to those who tried to break down BJP-led government and given to those who save the government. He added, one should not forget efforts and sacrifice by the then Sagolban Assembly Constituency Congress MLA R.K. Imo and Wangkai Assembly Constituency Congress Okramd Henry during MP election on July 17, 2020. Mentioning that some groups were formed to break down the present government, he said that people from those groups need not to create chaos after not securing BJP ticket. He added, BJP issuance ticket-related issues might not have occurred if there was no BJP-led government back then. Nongtomba Birane said he joined politics to work for the welfare of people and restore peace. He added, politicians need to be sincere. Nongtomba Birane said he made appeal not to issue BJP ticket to MLA R.K. Imo. However, party national leaders acknowledged MLA R.K. Imo's contributions and called him to Delhi and included him. He appealed to those concerned to not speak ill about family without knowing the truth. Chief Minister Nongtomba Birane expressed firm belief that BJP will win the absolute majority and form new government led by BJP.
BJP सरकार कायरम मबनी थैंथांग क्या कायरम मबनी असेंबली द फंबदा opposition मयाम हंगाई को क्वेश्चन दमु खुंगदरा आईगी सपोर्टर मयाम नी शुब्र सुदबरा ने गेंगदरा अली दुदा पुंसी लोयर करबनी अदुक की मति वाना सरकार लाखिबनी अदुग ngasiना टिकट फंगदबगी कशु खंगजेदबी इसानपीगी लाइना पल्लग ngang हे बिरेन चैलेंज गाय Hey, Biren, challenge. I said, no credible. R.K. Imo, I Marie Matani, I Yanupani, I Ma Pusandana Bakana Langai, Mana Sarkar can give again. Mazi and Eteso in a Tantura Bawada, I Ma Pusandana, I Budon Saki winning. I honor give up. Yaradi Massimo Manuni Haigini, Gunam Yaradi, Rizne Lakanom, the organization I gave up. Ibudon Sakine, Matandu the center to the top leader Laga. I Hamiba, Bango, the Kamanum, the Pusalaga. Birenan was your power, quite hazard ribra. Carigino, Nani, Mamapazi, Jibo, BJP, Carigino. See, Hungmane, Kanaganasaki. BJP parties who can give a Magi Damuta, I quite Magi Depam to a Sarona Madu period. There is the Kora Sarona Panam Silviro, there is the Kora option given name. Sakar to kind of a ticket from Sakar can be middle ticket from Badamani.
Speaking at the event, MLA RK Emo expressed happiness towards BJP leaders, especially Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Party President JP Nadda, Home Minister Amit Saha and state party leaders upon giving him the BJP ticket. He expressed a firm belief that BJP will win more than 30 seats and formed a stable government in the state. He also expressed contentment that during the last 10 years, initiating developmental works in the Sagolban constituencies was made possible due to support from the public. Further, he urged public to stay vigilant against those candidates who ignore public during surging COVID cases but not shedding fake tears to gain sympathy of vote. He mentioned that he joins the BJP as he believed in its ideology, its principles, and as he was satisfied upon how party leaders are anchoring state towards new developments. He also mentioned that burning party flags for being denied party ticket is not an act of love. Instead, he added, if one is denied party ticket, one must refrain from contesting in the election with dignity. He also termed personal attack in politics as unfortunate. MP Lesemasana Jauba, BJP Manipur Pradesh Vice President and members and officials also attended the event.
Nationalism ye dugumba achauba policy kya puthokiraktana Kashmir dagi Kanyakumari bhaw thabak taram kya pangthokpirakpa Article 370 India gi oina achauba adugumba phajagraba kenodo lauthokpirakpa mayam amattani haidana adugumba thauram kya pangthorakpa madugumba thajaba mayam do lairakpadagi masi akoi amat oina party sida changzaraga lakadaba election si akoi amat oina thengaminarpada achauba wakhalo lama oina lawninabani haidana ismain thamjage mafam khudimakta sokhatpa awaba taraba mayam se akoi pulak amat oino eminaba yananabagi haidana madu sembat sagat pirakpa Northeast tasu achauba kya pangthok pirakpa.
Flag hoisting ceremony for Konthojum Assembly constituencies NPP candidate, who is also an ex-MLA, K. Sadat, was held at his residence near Konthojum, Lairambi today. Ex-MLA K. Sadat alleged that both Congress and BJP failed to match their promises and actions. He added Congress nor BJP failed to take up developmental works for people during their 15 and 5 years government. He said that neither of the party will get absolute majority in the election. He expressed firm belief that NPP will emerge successful in the upcoming election and formed the government.
National People's Party के अदुगुबा मिनिस्ट्रेटो दा कोई लाइबा आर्म्ड फोर्स स्पेशल पावर से लोथुक तो नहीं हाइबा कोई मिनिस्ट्रेटो तो यावरी लोइना ना मसीद नतना मसी शेड्यूल ट्राइब डिमांड कमिटी एन हाइबा असिसो कोई लाइबा गवर्नमेंट ना कोई असम पायरप तारगदे कोई रिकमेंड तो कोनी हाइबा वाकुम जी थमे लोइना ना से खत नतना कोई मणिपुर लाइबा खबु संगबा दबा सात्र नहरोल मयाम सिंह मकोई की थौ पिनबि थौरांग अदगी कोई लौ सिगुबदा मसी लौमी सिंह वारिबा अवाबो मयाम से खर मकै दि को होन
Renowned MLA L. Radhakishore opines that practicing free and fair election will assist in navigating state towards further development. He was speaking at his BJP flag hoisting ceremony for the upcoming election at his residence in KANEL today. Further, he reminded public that BJP is for the people and will continue serving the public for better. Renowned Mandal members also took part in the event.
Manipur gi oina praja punamak appeal tawjaning ba se khoi party dugi mini changba yaroi vote khomba yaroi candidate adu changba yaroi natre hargana mi gi imung thitan tawba vote pi deba yaroi haiba vote pi boga mari leina ba tongan makhal gi extortion haiba tare demand haiba tare tongan makhal gi issue ke sagat ba se masi matang gi topi oi khoi praja na pamba candidate singi maram na munna khanaraga praja na pamba party phatna khalaga kanba party na lepa si ki sason tawgani kanba party na lepa si ki sason tawba da shanti leina sason tawba ngami loina kanba chief minister na ngami haiba to praja singna voter singna phatna khanbira kan do vote pi bi oi.
On 7th day of filing nominations for first phase polls, candidates from 13 assembly constituencies of Imphal West continue to submit their nomination paper at districts DC. The date of submission of nomination paper starts on 1st of February and will conclude on 8th of February. For Imphal West District, NPP National Vice President cum Deputy Chief Minister Yumnam Joy Kumar, Education Minister S. Rajain, Agriculture Minister O. Lukhoi filed their nomination paper today. Speaking to media, Deputy Chief Minister Yumnam Joy Kumar assures that NPP will win majority, will take part in forming new government in the state. He also expressed possibility of him becoming the Chief Minister. Further, he said it was NPP National Committee's decision not to file party candidate from Lamlai constituency. He continues, the 41 party candidates filed it by the committee are gearing up for the upcoming election. On the other hand, RPI Athawale State President Maheshwar Thaunawjam clarified that he is no way involved towards announcement of party ticket. He underlined that it was based on survey. He continues, candidates who were denied party ticket have every right to express resentment. On the other hand, the Sekmai independent candidate and Anita and NPP candidate from Lamsang constituency W. Sumati also filed nomination papers today. So, total of 32 candidates, including 7 BJP candidate, 8 INC candidates, 8 NPP candidates, 4 JDU candidates, 1 RPI Athawale and 4 independent candidates have filed their nomination papers till date.
Kanglipal gisi mai gisi case me amam lerba adu yenga khona kamda masi koi party ki su image kara karo to wo idana kondo na to budigi ma pir gum se na koi na kanoge national kanoge koi gi committee na adu mai to decision no pa de koi gi na singel ke di khon rit to ta ke di adu gi possibility le jina
tawning mayam ama leibase akoina tawang ngamdabanina government system se changjaraga akoi ka samthung kendra se dagi hauraga koi manipur se awan bam purakpang ngamnaba hona jagi haibagi pandamda changjabane koi gi national president the election core committee na ai gi chahi mari makhai amasung manga gi ai gi performance yengbira lautokpiram gani oigani na thajai aduna atopa leibiri ba mayam su election core committee moi gi survey report mayam ga pullaga moi gi decision haibdi mayam gi apunba collective decision ama lora kanda ticket lautorakpani expectation henbaduna sawibo organin nusibibo henbai saurini na khanje id kurai kendragi hojiki intending candidate ticket phangdabagi koigi leibiri ba praja singduna ngatangi oiba kwasadu boy kaim saujati kaina haiba matamda ticket phangdaba haiba se nungai roita tabani masana tabani aduna matung koi matung taw future da suma haksu hen kongjang changchen bo oishanu.
As last date of filing nomination paper for first phase polls will end tomorrow, candidates from various constituencies of Imphal East filed their nomination paper at Porampat's RO office today. The candidates who filed nomination paper include Tongju constituencies INC candidate as Nekand, BJP candidate Minister Thongant Vishwarjit, JDU candidate as Presojit, NPP candidate from Khetragaon constituency Sheikh Nurul Hassan, NCP candidate Poonam Rani Wangkhem and BJP candidate Indrajit. Also, Lamlai constituencies Congress candidate A. Devend, RPI Athawale's candidate M. Poire Hanba, NPP candidate from the Kurai constituency L. Jayananda, NCP candidate K.H. Ratan Kumar, RPI Athawale candidate K.H. Khamba, LJPR candidate H. Subhas, JDU candidate T. Lokendra and CPI candidate R.K. Amusana. Andhra constituencies BJP candidate T.H. Shyamkumar, NPP candidate L. Sanjoy, Kairao constituencies BJP candidate L. Rameshwar, NCP candidate M.I. Khan and T. Devananda, Yaskul constituencies JDU candidate T.H. Vrinda and Wangkai constituencies NPP candidate Y. Rabot. Meanwhile, the Works Minister Thongamt Vishwarjit, who come to file his nomination papers today, told media that BJP will emerge as successful largest and the single largest party in the state. Thongju constituencies INC candidate as Nekand appealed public to vote for Congress party for bringing change in the constituency. On the other hand, Thongju constituency's JDU candidate SH Presojit opines that as public are displeased over both BJP and Congress party, JDU will emerge successful in the Thongju constituency. NPP candidate from Khetrigao constituency, Sheikh Nurul Hassan, expressed a firm belief that NPP as a whole will emerge successful in the state. He calls upon the public for making this election free and fair. Moreover, JDU candidate from Yaskul constituency, TH Brinda, reminding that the upcoming election is crucial one for future. She appealed to senior voters to vote for welfare of younger generation. Also, LJPR candidate from Kurai constituency, Is Suvash, laments that constituency's incipient political leaders has hindered progress in the Kurai constituency. Thereby, he appealed for public support for bringing change in the constituency. Lastly, RPI Atwale's candidate from Kurai constituency, KH Ratan Kumar, said he will defeat his rival by over 3,000 votes.
ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯏꯁꯥꯒꯤ ꯊꯋꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯜꯁꯤ ꯂꯤꯁꯤꯡ ꯈꯔꯁꯤꯔꯥ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯏꯃꯨꯡ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯒꯤ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯜꯁꯤ ꯆꯍꯤ 5ꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯜꯁꯤ ꯄꯤꯔꯛꯏꯕ ꯂꯨꯄꯥ ꯂꯤꯁꯤꯡ ꯈꯔꯁꯤꯔꯥ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯍꯜ ꯂꯃꯟꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯅ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯃꯨꯟꯅ ꯈꯟꯅꯕꯤꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯊꯣꯛꯑꯦ
ꯃꯥꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯄꯥꯛꯀꯅꯦꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯄꯥꯛꯁꯨ ꯄꯥꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯃꯛꯀꯤꯗꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯣꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯁꯣꯏ ꯄꯥꯛꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯔꯤꯅ ꯊꯝꯖꯒꯦ
ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯗꯤ ꯏꯁꯨꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯅꯍꯥꯔꯣꯜꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯐꯪꯗꯗꯅ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯕ꯭ꯂꯦꯝ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯁꯀꯤ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯇꯩ ꯑꯇꯩ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯄ ꯄꯨꯔꯛꯄ ꯉꯝꯗꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯌꯨꯠꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯄꯤꯕ ꯉꯝꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯦꯚꯦꯅ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯤꯡ ꯀꯗꯥꯏꯗ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯂꯩꯕꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨ ꯍꯌꯦꯡ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯒꯤ ꯂꯦꯚꯦꯜꯗ ꯈꯟꯅꯔꯒ ꯍ꯭ꯌꯨꯃꯦꯟ ꯔꯤꯁꯣꯔꯁ ꯗꯦꯕꯂꯞꯃꯦꯟꯗ ꯐꯣꯀꯁ ꯇꯧꯒꯦꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯤ
प्रजाग लोइना यादबा प्रजाग तिना यादबा ngato oy masagi individual oy wakhalonda chatpa ngato oyba aduna kendra khoigi tampaki kendra nifusidi yengubada khoi khurai kendra se adukki mati thabagi thaba awatpagi awatpa tawdabagi tawdama ngato oy
ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ election ꯐꯪꯅꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯀꯥ ꯍꯦꯟꯕ ꯈꯔ ꯉꯥꯡꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯉꯥꯡꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯤ ꯃꯔꯛꯇꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯑꯃꯠꯇꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯁꯦꯟꯁꯦ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯁꯨ ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯃꯅꯤꯅ ꯉꯥꯡꯉꯛꯄꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯃꯦꯖꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯏꯐꯦꯛ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯈꯟꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯠ
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯁꯥꯡ ꯊꯦꯝꯁꯨ ꯁꯤꯜꯗ꯭ꯔꯣ LIC ꯌꯥꯏꯃꯒ ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯄꯥꯟꯅꯒꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯅꯤ ꯃꯍꯥꯛꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯗ ꯃꯉꯣꯟꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯤꯁꯤꯡ 3ꯒꯨꯝꯕꯗꯤ ꯍꯦꯜꯂꯒ ꯀꯥꯒꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ
ꯊꯣꯡꯖꯨ ꯀꯦꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯗ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯅꯣꯡꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ JDU ꯄꯥꯝꯅꯔꯛꯄꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯇꯥꯔꯩ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯀꯣꯡꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯀꯤ ꯃꯤꯔꯦꯞ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ BJPꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯔꯦꯞ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯑꯅꯤꯃꯛꯁꯤ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯒ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯗꯕ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯒ ꯎꯅꯗꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏ ꯃꯁꯛ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯅ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒ ꯍꯟꯗꯛꯀꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯀꯗꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯏꯂꯦꯛꯁꯟꯁꯤꯗꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯊꯣꯡꯖꯨ ꯀꯦꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯗꯤ JDUꯅ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯆꯥꯎꯅ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ
ꯑꯣꯟꯕ ꯑꯅꯧꯕ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯄ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯌꯥꯏꯐꯕ ꯆꯞ ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯃꯤꯠꯌꯦꯡ ꯌꯦꯡꯕ ꯉꯝꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯂꯕ ꯃꯤꯍꯨꯠ ꯑꯃ ꯄꯥꯝꯕꯒꯤ ꯈꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯒꯥꯎꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯃꯈꯩꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯂꯣꯟꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯥꯡꯗ ꯊꯝꯖꯔꯒ ꯁꯨꯡꯁꯣꯏ ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯂꯥꯛꯂꯤꯕ ꯃꯤꯈꯜ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯏꯁꯣꯔꯒꯤ ꯊꯧꯖꯥꯜꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯈꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯒꯥꯎꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯃꯈꯩꯒꯤ ꯊꯥꯖꯕ ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯐꯪꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ
Total of 12 candidates, including Saikul Assembly Constituency, Saitu and Kangpopi Assembly Constituency in Kangpopi District, filed their nomination paper to District Deputy Commissioner today. The candidates who submitted their nomination papers for 46 Saikul Assembly Constituency are BJP candidate MLA Yamthong Haokip, JDU candidate CS Ajang Khongsai, RPI Athawale's candidate J Lunkim, NPP candidate Seikhon Lal Haokip, INC candidate Linkhemd Haokip, and newly formed Regional Party Kuki People's Alliance candidate Kim Neo Haokip. For 51 Saitu, BJP candidate MLA Namthang Haokip, INC candidate Lamting Thang Haokip, and JDU candidate L Johnny Gangmei. For 50 Kangpopi Assembly Constituency, MLA comes BJP candidate Nemcha Kipgent, INC candidate Ngamkhohan Kipgent, and independent candidates Thang Minland Kipgent. Speaking to media, Saikul Assembly Constituency's MLA Yamthang Haokip said for Saikul Assembly Constituency, there will be tough competition between BJP and JDU candidate in the upcoming election. He expressed firm belief that support towards BJP candidate will further development in the Assembly Constituency. He vowed to provide safe drinking water, electricity, and enhance road connectivity and education sector if he comes to power.
चौखा थोरांग से हंदक कारगदी अखोइगी होजिक तौबा मखा खरा याम लेरे अदु लोइना तौथोकनी अदु अखोइगी लंबी थोंग चौखा थोरांग अतोब अतोबा एजुकेशन की अखोइगी लंबी लमसी तजित नबा याम लेरे अदु नमसिगी सु ए तौगे है न खाली अदु अतोब अतोबा चौखा थोरांग जुमथोंग खुदिंगदा इसिंग थकनबा पीगनी मई फजना पाहनगनी जुम खुदिंगमक मई थोहनगनी खुनगी नतना जुमथोंग खुदिंगदा फगनगदबनी
29 Kumbi Assembly Constituency Janata Dal United candidate Hantem Sanjoy said a new state government constituted by JDU will come after March 10th. He was speaking to media during filing of his nomination paper via Moirang RO Mayengbam Ingocha today. Further, Sanjoy expressed firm beliefs that in a free and fair way, public will elect a candidate fit for furthering developmental changes in the constituency.
Live election asi akoi kumbi kendra si hiram khuding makta adukimatik tamthina sorthaba adukimatik backward oiraba aduguma kendra mani aduna karigumba aihakna isorgi thaujandagi masung miyamgi thaujandagi party si thaujandagi mai pak chabataragadi kumbi kendra da hiram khuding makta rural education amasung rural economy transformation rural road infrastructure development aduga rural health public health tongan ba hiram khuding makta mapung phana saukhat pa purakna nambagi damakta adugi wakhalon da election asi thengna jagadabuni isorgi thaujandagi suksoi soidana kumbi kendra gi praja miyamgi thaujaldagi election asi suksoi soidana chauna mai pakani haibagi chapchaba thajaba gi famda thamjai
33 Hairog Assembly Constituency Indian National Congress INC candidate Moirangthim Okendro submitted his nomination to Taubald District Deputy Commissioner DC office today. He submitted the relevant papers to Hairog Wangjing Tenta Constituency Returning Officer KSH Umananda. This is the 7th time Moirangthim Okendro is contesting for the election. Vishnupur Assembly Constituency BJP candidate Govindas Konthaujam filed his nomination paper today. As Govindas Konthaujam is ill, his proposer Eld Ibopisak submitted the relevant papers to Vishnupur RO Mamoni Jolly. National General Secretary of Janata Dal United, Afag Ahmad Ali, said JDU does not take criticism from other political parties seriously. Instead, will focus on JDU winning at least 20 seats and formed new governance in the state. He was speaking during flag hoisting ceremony of JDU candidate from Khetrigao Assembly Constituency, Wahengbam Rajid alias Bullet, at his residence today. Furthermore, he said JDU will contest this election based on felicitating good law and order in state, resolved a border issue, drug issue, women's seat reservation, removal of Armed Forces Special Powers Act, among others. He also assured that JDU will release its election manifesto at the earliest. He also promised that Wahengbam Rajid will be accorded a cabinet ministerial post if JDU forms the government.
Demanding the repeal of Armed Forces Special Power Act. So all these issues, Janata Dal U is contesting this election in Manipur. Model of governance, for which our Chief Minister is the only Chief Minister in India who has been given most of the time best Chief Minister for good governance, and we have given this, we have proven this. Bihar is the first state. We have given 50% reservation to the women in panchayat, 50% reservation to the women in medical and engineering students. So many things we have. Very soon we'll give you the party's manifesto. Then you all come to know about the JDU in detail.
Speaking at the event, Wahangbam Rojit expressed a firm belief that the once ignored Janata Dal United Party will now win at least 20 seats in the upcoming election and take major role in forming new government in the state. He also calls upon the public towards electing a competent candidate who can further progress in the constituency. Lastly, he appeals to voters for cooperation towards JDU's initiative in reforming the state for better.
Ketrikau Kendra ki praja si hojikti mikap thoga chumba aranba afaba mihut khanbagi wakhalon se loina mak leirabani na ekhoi gi shu Ketrikau Kendra gi soidana mai pakani habasi egi yam chawba thajabani matamama da Ketrikau Kendra gi praja singna mamangi tamda di adu koina kasu election se luna loromde adubu egi Kendra ji ki shotha se ke matik shotha hen malak jina ngasi praja mayam se kana da piraga koi Kendra phagadagi habasi di wakhan mun khanare adar mamangi tamda leramiba election gi pibam ga handa kayam khenna bulae adar hojikti vote khomba yam nungai re praja singji singnabe praja singji mikap thoye praja singji achumba ure adar handa ki election je ekoi na soidana vote kagani habase masigi thajaba thamje.
National People's Party's candidate from Kurai constituency, like Tonjum Jayananda, said despite Chief Minister claimed that state's law and order has improved, in irony, Kurai BJP MLA opines openly claimed that a prescribed outfit has seized portions of subsidized rice given by NFSA. He questioned why Chief Minister has failed to take actions for the same. He was speaking during public meeting held at Kurai Konsamt Laikai today. Speaking further, Jayananda said since joining electoral politics a few years back, he has not lambashed any candidate nor intended to do so. He clarifies that there is no personal grudge between him and Kurai MLA, but for the MLA to cause conflicts like in fear of losing his power is unfortunate. He said he was merely questioning why NFSA sanctioned rice was not facilitated to Kurai constituency's public. He added, if such is believed to be misappropriated, he will continue to question without hesitation. Furthermore, he said he respects members of prescribed outfit as a brethren. He said that he has never worked in association with any outfits groups. He stressed if there are possibilities of political conspiracy against him and his workers upon facing threat from the prescribed members who appear to be fake.
MLA amana lawmaker amana leba ngaiba lawmaker amana ngangdaba ngangoidaba khangdabida Kurai Kendra gi sakthungje cheng kg manga phangbada kg amadi kanagumba lalobomna sathokre na hekta haibji karigino ma police ta complaint tobo kaidoki kari maramgi police ta complaint togdabano MLA amana sumaina haiba matamda BJP lead government asina lakpadagi Manipur gi leiriba praja jingse shanti oina hing tumba ngamena honorable CM na lawbiribido ngasidi Kurai Kendra gi cheng kg manga phanggadabdo KG ama laloba amana logre na phongna magi khwaidigi nangna MLA na hairapda hauji pobo honorable CM na tumina lebiri maram kaigino thaibiyo Kurai praja jingna hangi bachigi wangje madugi pakhum bibi daba yaroi aina miyamgi damakta seba toge kathokpa loyna imaleba Manipur gi damakta seba toge hamna tamda ai kana gumbam tabu aina kiba leite.
Attending the event, NPP National's General Secretary, Political Affairs Muchu Mithi said NPP was incepted from the state and will work as per interest of people of the state. He said the party will take up specific welfare activities for women once it came to power. He expressed firm belief that Kurai NPP candidate will emerge successful and play vital role in the new government.
मणिपुर का जो असर होता है अपना मुद्दा होता है वो केंद्र में कुछ होता ही नहीं, उसका हल होता ही नहीं। एक मैं आपको कहता हूँ, आप कहेंगे कि ये हर पार्टी कहते रहता है कुछ होता तो नहीं है। आप कहेंगे आर्म फोर्सेस स्पेशल पावर्स एक्ट के बारे, केंद्र सरकार यहाँ पे है, डबल इंजन सरकार है, डबल इंजन होके भी कुछ हो नहीं पा रहा है। क्यों नहीं हो पा रहा है? ये मैं नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि पार्टी खराब है, हो क्यों नहीं रहा है ये सब चीज। इसी के लिए चीज तो हम लड़ते हैं। मैं भी एक विधायक बना क्या के लिए, अपना प्रदेश, अपना समाज, अपने लोगों के लिए लड़ने के लिए तो आप एक प्रतिनिधि बनते हैं, आप निर्वाचित होते हैं, आपको एक अलग दिशा लेना है। और मैं आपको कहता हूँ कि मणिपुर पे इस बार जिस समीकरण चल रहा है, जिस तरह ये चल रहा है, उस पे आपका नेता, आपका ये कुराई कंस्टिट्यूंसी का जो नेता, वो सरकार में बहुत अहम भूमिका निभाएंगे।
BJP Kurai Mandal fed Imphal East district as Adashya and Basanti, who was after Congress ticket, and her workers at Kurai Sajur Laikai today. Speaking during the reception ceremony, Kurai MLA Sasindro said, as promised to public, even though he fulfilled most developmental works, he could not facilitate a business exchange center in state due to some inconveniences. He reassures the public that business exchange center will definitely be fulfilled in his next term. Further, he said last 5 years was dedicated towards developmental progress, but this term he will assist constituencies public in boosting towards obtaining sustainable income. Moreover, he continues that this coming term he will prioritize on completion of Chinkai Ching Ecotourism Park, distributions of tablets and free internet to students for online classes, amongst others. Meanwhile, Al Basanti said she joins BJP following her meeting with Chief Minister Nongthom Biren and as per instruction from her Central Committee members and workers. She added that she joins BJP for public welfare. Wife of Chief Minister Nongthom Biren and Hyainu also attended the event.
2022 yore akhoi angang sing no school ka hom dong na nan na punsi ma tare na mama pa na chai bu yaure ba adu na si dia angang chahi kya school ka da ge adu dia angang si school ka da ba sum ma ba adu dia akhoi na si loi no ma ni hai bu wa ko lom doi da akhoi leire adu na angang sing se akhoi handak la ka da election ji ki mama da dei pi bu ngamdre numit puni ka ta ngare he election loi ba khurai ke ne angang sing mangan ba yaroi हाइबो पांदम दु लेदा सिगी टेबलेट से हंदकी हेक इलेक्शन लोइबगा खुराई केंद्र की छात्र लिसिंग तरा द पंगनगने इंडिया की लेरिबा कंपनी सिंसिगा खुसम नरगा एयरटेल लोइबी आई नत्रगना जियो लोइबी आई मोइ सिंसिगा खुसम नरगा आइना मयाम द नोम द 1 GB डाटा से ऑनलाइन क्लास तो यागर भाई फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट मयाम पुरोता प्रजा पुरोता खुराई केंद्र ले प्रजा पुरोता आइना पीगनी है बसे नसी मिया मफम दैना हाइजरी से मयाम पुरो थाजबियो
Moirang Assembly Constituency's BJP candidate Mariambam Prithviraj said BJP strives for welfare and development in every aspect. He was speaking during reception of 68 former NPP workers who recently joined BJP at the residence of Moinam Atajuddin at Kwakta Municipal Council, Ward number 2 today. Prithviraj said development was hindered in Moirang Assembly Constituency in the last 5 years. He appealed to select competent candidate. Christian community of the state held protest demonstration against the first phase scheduled date of general election, which falls on Sunday. The protest was led by Namdulong locals at the premises of Namdulong Baptist Church. Attending the protest, the church pastor Eld Timothy Faume terms scheduling of elections date on Sunday as unfortunate, as it is a worshipped day for Christian community. Further, along with urging the Election Commission of India, ECI and relevant court for rescheduling the poll date, he also pressed demands towards state government for the same. He also recalled instances where the general election of 1999, which falls on Sunday, was also rescheduled following public's plea. Moreover, he lamented that Christian community have been sidelined as relevant authorities failed to take actions of facilitating demands of all the tribal students organization and various civil society organizations for rescheduling poll dates.
Sanbidana Election Commission of India namasi hongduk pitabe yade haibagi damakta akhoi appeal tawjage aduga Sunday nimittadi masi chathabe yaroi haibagi protest asi all Manipur Christian organization ki makhada aikoi mayam church mayam na masi protest to bugi part amoina namdolong Baptist church na su ngasi mapam asida tinliribni aikoi Manipur ki sarkar se su aikoi na khara waro bulai maramdi makoi na su masigi khangi bane aduna masida ta haloi da bani haina fix to bani aduda masi Sunday ta andrabadi yamna farang badabni adum de warga hojik su batam leri hongdok piu habse aikoi mayam gi kholauni.
Manipur added 148 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 1,563 samples tested in the last 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 9.46%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur are 1,35,010. 3 COVID deaths were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the death toll to 2,066. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Enjoy our freshly baked products. All our products contain honey. Kohi, taste the heart of Manipur.
Notice ahanba oina RBI na regulate toba amasung Ministry of Finance Department of Financial Services Government of India na Surface Act 2002 gi makada financial institution ama oina sakhangkraba Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Housing for All mission gi makada subsidized home loan pibada mangjil thariba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited amadi masigi sister company singi Guwahati yauna branch tarahumdoi hangdokchare chahi 13 ki khongchata lakraba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited tagi miyamna financial facilities sing lowiranaba ningsingjari Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its sisters companies Uripok Taurambam Laikai.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime, the English Bulletin. India added 83,876 fresh COVID-19 cases, 1,99,054 recoveries and 895 deaths in 24 hours. As per the latest report of Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases in the country declined to 11,08,938. Total recoveries are 4,660,202 and recovery rate stands at 95.19%. That toll reaches at 5,02,874. Over 169,63 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in India. So far, globally, coronavirus has infected above 39,64 lakh people. Above 57,60,000 people have died and recoveries are above 31,52 lakh 21,000. United States of America has the highest active cases of above 2,90 lakh 93,000 in the world. Villagers of a new Dosomed village along Indo-Myanmar border are facing plights in terms of health facilities despite having one primary health center in the village, as the center is devoid of doctors and nurses. Rural Riders Manipur organized 23rd free medical camp at the village under Jesami subdivision in Ukhrul district. 70 club members and 7 doctors of the club, including ophthalmologists, medicine and dentists, organized the camp. 200 villagers were checked up, as well as free medicines were also distributed during the camp. Members, women and student wing members of a joint committee on inner-line permit system, the Kanglei Park, Manipur, held condolence meet for late JCILP's former convener BK Moirangcha at its headquarters today. Attendees paid 2-minute silence as a mark of respect. Ethno Heritage Council, Harikon Students Union of Kanglei Park Suk, United Committee Manipur, UCM, Indian Red Cross Society, Manipur State Branch, Youth Foundation for Fitness and Service, YOFFS Manipur, in separate press releases, condoled the untimely demise of former convener of Joint Committee on Inner-Line Permit System, JCILPS, and former president of Old Manipur Ethno Socio-Cultural Organization, MSCO, BK Moirangcha. Divisional Forest Officer Thoubal T.H. Lokendru flagged off a team from Thoubal Hauka today to take census for birds at important wetlands of Thoubal and Kakching district. Wildlife Explorer Manipur and Thoubal Forest Division jointly organized the activity. Speaking to media, President of the Bird Wildlife Explorer Manipur, K.S. Brajesh, said taking census of old birds in wetlands of the two districts will be tough. He added the current census will be based on species count. ACF and Munald Maite said preservation of wetland requires a correct bird census report. For this, proper record for number of migratory birds as well as sedentary birds is required. He added, Loktak Lake of Manipur was included in wetland of importance in Ramsar site on March 23, 1990, but not in Montreux record on June 26, 1993. He added that failure to have Ramsar site till date after such record is unfortunate. He added 38 kinds of birds in Waitho Path, 39 kinds of birds in Ikop Path, 37 kinds of birds in Karung Path were found in the current survey for today, while 2 birds trapped recovered during the survey were also set ablaze. Combined team of Imphal East District Narcotics Cell and Yada arrested 2 individuals in possession of 355 simplex plus capsules and 13 grams of heroin powder from the top Kongnang Kong last night around 9. The arrested persons are 43-year-old Akoijam Somorjit, son of Laid A. Raghumani, and 32-year-old Salamt Basandraj, son of S. Udoy, from Sagolband, Bijoy Govinda in Imphal West District. The team, under the supervision of Narcotics Cell Imphal East Oshi K.S. Dev Kumar, led by ASI Mohammed Tamizur Rahman, along with Yada members, carried out operation at the top Kongnang Kong, wherein Somorjit and Vasandraj came riding at Alto K10 LXI car, registration number MN05A1711. The arrested persons, along with seized items, were handed over to Porampot Police Station OC for further investigation. President of Kanglei Panas E. Ibem Pisak informed that Manipur Anti-Drug Association Amada will cease to exist and replaced by Kanglei People Against Narcotics and Psychotropic Substance, in short Kanglei Panas, as a fight against drug abuse. Inception of Kanglei Panas event was held at Kanchipur today. Ibn Pisak highlighted the side effect of drug meanage in youths. He appealed for people's cooperation in their initiative. Coalition Against Drug and Alcohol (KADA) organized an awareness program on role of people to stop drug abuse during election at Jamia Mohammedia Fobak Chow Komla Khong Chakadaba Laikai in the Imphal West today. KADA organized the awareness due to rising drug cases, often leading to unwanted consequences ahead of pre-polls. KADA also published the first volume of its quarterly journal titled Health for Future. Sajjad opened its 244th Academy, Maitei Huyen Lalong Sintam Sangland, for Vishnupur District branch at Khoijumand today. The Academy, set up under Universal Friendship Organization Manipur, sponsorship aims to promote a Maitei culture and Saritsara, among others. In today's Academy opening ceremony held under Universal Peace and Love motto, Lamka College Associate Professor Kundrakpam Guni, CI College Vishnupur Retired Professor and National Awardee Dr. K. Ibohanbi, President of Old Manipur Apunba Nupi Samaj Tokchom Ramani Devi, Apunba Mairapaibi Looped President S. Chauba and ex-Panchayat Secretary S. Ibopisak also took part in the event. Speaking at the event, UFO Manipur General Secretary I. Yohenba Luang said the Academy will assist in reviving and promoting dying Manipuri culture and customs to younger generations.
Tha taruki koi maitai goi ba thang ta gi kari ha ta koi oja ma la kani instructor ma mana tha taruk se thang gi gri mahi se tam gani aduga mahi tam ba se thang khak na ta ba koi gi thaugalon ai ti pa ti ma re khoram ba gi haina bi oja khoram ba gi haina bi so mayam je ngasi koi na kauk thok khram ni na sum ba sing se amuk nau na koi na sanglen si da koi se lai bi re se nau sing da na ta na dum sajan yaw dra ga ju mana thang tam ja ba pam ja ba or ga di alum la ga dum yaw bi ya.
League match of the ongoing Indian Super League ISL 2021-2022 between East Bengal and Odisha is underway at Tilak Maiden since 7:30 p.m. In yesterday's league match, Mumbai City defeated Chennai and 1-0. In league's table tally, Hyderabad is in first position with 26 points. Jamshedpur and Kerala Blasters are in second and third position with 23 points each. Well, that's all we have for this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Nongtom Bambiren says BJP ticket was allotted to those who make efforts to save BJP-led government. Christian community in Manipur stages protest demonstration against scheduling of election date on Sunday. Manipur adds 148 new COVID-19 cases and 3 deaths in past 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 9.46%. And India's daily COVID tally comes down to below 1 lakh with over 83,000 new cases, over 1,99,000 recoveries reported in 24 hours. Thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. In the meantime, for more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Until then, have a great evening and always stay safe.
Admission open, admission open. Kindergarten Montessori School ki 2022-23 session ki admission tauba hauzare. COVID-19 na maram oiduna parents